Hello, I'm Steve Bell with Blastoff Labs. We help growing businesses become more successful with their digital advertising. And what I'd like to help you with today is how to tell how successful you're being with your digital advertising campaigns. These campaigns could be on Google Ads, Microsoft Advertising, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Snapchat. Doesn't matter. Any digital advertising channel, these principles apply. So 3 things. Number 1, every conversion must be measured. So if you have, for example, on your website, an email address that you can read and type into an email client, that's a conversion leak. So we'll want to use forms to capture email addresses. That way we can detect and track each email conversion. Same thing with phone calls. They can be a little tricky. You can use integrated into your platform, call tracking, or you can use excellent third-party tracking tools. So you want to set up to track all your phone call conversions. Same thing with form fills, which are the easiest, and chat dialogues, where potential customers engage you with a chat. Measure all your conversions. Okay, there's number 1. Number 2, we must assign a value to each conversion, a financial value. So in e-commerce, that's fairly straightforward. We know the value of a sale, right? You might want to adjust it for, gross margin, that sort of thing, but it's fairly straightforward to determine the conversion value in an e-commerce transaction. On lead gen sites like those used by, service professionals, many industries where you're getting a lead off the conversion, you want to take a planning window, like a dentist might use 18 months. And look at how much repeat business and the average margin. If it's a dentist, it's one person or a family, you'll come up with an aggregate picture of what the average lead is worth. And we'll have other videos showing how to do this in detail. But it's really not rocket science. I mean, we should know, right? So you get the conversion values for each type of conversion. You're measuring each conversion. Now, number 3, you compute your most important metrics. There's 2 of them. Return on ad spend, net advertising margin. So I'm sure you've heard a lot about return on ad spend, and it's often touted as the most important KPI or key performance indicator, but it's really not. It is an important indicator, probably the second most important. And it's simply the ratio of your total conversion value generated by a campaign divided by the ad spend required to generate that conversion value. So if you spent $100 and generated 900, that's 900% return on ad spend, 9 to 1. So it's a ratio. The problem is you could have a very high return on ad spend, but it wouldn't be meaningful in a material way to your business because it doesn't account for the conversion volume. So what we see at Blastoff Labs as the most important metric in a digital ad campaign is net advertising margin. And that is the total value of the conversions created by the campaign over a period of time, minus the ad spend expended to generate those conversions. So it's the total revenue brought in minus the cost of the advertising that generated it. And that accounts for volume. So in business, we could have a 2 to 1 return on ad spend, but if the volume's high enough, it doesn't matter. So those are the 2 metrics you want to use. I hope that's helpful. If you want some follow-up on some of this, I'll have other videos on these topics, and feel free to click subscribe. Thanks for watching.